episode, you just tough out look because there was literally nowhere to find it. Nobody was posting radio shows online. But nowadays, it seems like you have access to all kinds of different types of podcasts and conversations, and essentially people upload videos of them in the studios recording. So it's pretty much. Hey everyone, I'm Quinye, and there's this one thing that has really blown up on the internet. It seems like everybody and their mama gotta put one out, gotta have one. It seems like something everybody gotta do, and that is podcasting. I, for the life of me, cannot understand how podcasting done became such a popular thing, how essentially recording audio of you having a conversation with someone else then became something that's just so popular. And in my case, growing up, the only semblance of form you had that seemed like a podcast is radio. That was it. You had radio, and you had a certain time of day to where you could listen to it, and they don't repeat an episode. So if you didn't hear that episode, you just tough out look because there was literally nowhere to find it. Nobody was posting radio shows online. But nowadays, it seems like you have access to all kinds of different types of podcasts and conversations, and essentially people upload videos of them in the studios recording. So it's pretty much like another form of video content, which to me is kind of, weird because I remember growing up how radio radio slash podcasting wasn't something that was perceived as popular, as something cool, as something like, oh yeah, I listen to this radio show and then that radio show and then that one, and so forth and so forth and so forth. It seemed like something that only you would listen to because you were in the car and that was your only option. You were forced to listen to it. You did not take out the time to listen to it. Nowadays, it seems like people be going out their way to listen to podcasts, and the the better part of podcasting is that they repeat. You can download an episode that you missed, and you can always re-listen to it and re-listen to it and re-listen to it. Unlike with radio, it's practically one and done. They don't repeat nothing. They just do it one time and then they move forward. But there were some rare instances to where they had to repeat, whether it be the host was on vacation or was able to fill in or they were on a break. But for the most part, it was practically just a one and done thing with radio, and it just baffles me how something that's basically the same concept as being a radio talk show host has now become something of commoncy. It's common, like everybody and their mama wants to make one. Even people that you never even heard of or hadn't heard of in such a long time are now coming out with podcasts and all kinds of like podcasting shows because now they starting to see the way to reach an audience and still be able to put out the content that you want to put out is to do your own radio show. Well, radio slash podcast show. And I thought about it. I thought about putting out my own podcast, but going through examples on YouTube, it seems like the format for each and every one of them is that you have to at least record video of you in the studio recording your podcast because I don't think people would appreciate you just uploading the audio file on YouTube because I haven't seen nobody done it thus far, so I don't know. I don't know if that format will work. It seems like the most popular format for a podcast, if you're going to do it on YouTube, is to record yourself recording in the studio and then upload it to YouTube. You have two different types of formats. You can do the audio only, where you upload to, I don't know what audio site you would even upload it to. And then you have the regular video format where you can record yourself in the studio recording the podcast. So I don't know. I don't know. I just find it to be quite weird how now all of a sudden people are interested in a format that has been around since the dawn of radio. Now people are so suddenly interested in it, and everybody's like trying to get a piece of that podcast pie. But I remember seeing on YouTube where somebody said that everybody trying to slice up that piece of the pie and they are cutting it thin. So I don't know, it just is oversaturated for one thing, and I don't know, it just seems like everybody and their mama wants that piece of the podcast pie, just taking slices out of it, slices out of it, slices out of it, out of a format that has been around since the dawn of radio, but all of a sudden, everybody is on board with it. So, don't know. I don't know why all of a sudden podcasting is such a popular thing. I guess it's for the convenience of it. If you're on the go, you can just put your headphones on, just listen, compared to having to actually sit down and look at TV if you don't have the time. So I guess there's that, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more, please click the subscribe button below. And I'll see you guys next time on another video. Okay, bye.